Aim of the experiment or objective experiment. The main aim is experiment to obtain the slope and solid temperature and pressure of steam in an equilibrium with water between 0 and 40 bar. The result are then compared to the theoretical value obtained the published steam table. A value for the constant as well as the maximum temperature is heating will continue to calculate. Moreover, after the inflation, for the tight time for temperature to reach certain value is derived. And the theory in this element, in ideal gas object, the equation to state the pressure, specify volume or density, and isolate temperature which mass all molecule and the gas constant. However, the real gas does not absolutely obey the equation of state. A few changes on the ideal gas equation of state allow in application in property of real gas. When energy increase within water, the increasing of activity among the molecule enable to increase the number of molecules except from surface until equilibrium state reached. Instead of equilibrium, depend on pressure between the water surface and steam. At the lower pressure, a molecule become easily leaving the water surface where less energy required. The marcet boiler is using investigate the relationship between the pressure and temperature of saturated steam in equilibrium with water at all temperature level between the atmospheric pressure as 8 bar. The experimental slope obtained is compare the theoretical value determined through calculation for the steam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sanusi, and I will present about experiment marcet boiler. Result and procedure. First, fill up the boiler with water to a certain level. If the boiler is initially filled with water, open the valve at the level set with V2 and V3 to check the water level. For additional distilled water if necessary. Then close the valve. Set the temperature controller to 135 degrees Celsius, which is slightly above the expected boiling point of the water at 9.0 bar. Open the vent valve, retrieve and turn on the heater. That is important here. Always make sure that the valve at the level side tube are placed before turning on the heater, as the side tube is not designed to withstand high pressure and temperature. And then observe the steam temperature rise as the water boils. Allow steam to come out from the valve briefly for about 30 seconds and then close the valve. This step is important to remove air from the boiler as the accuracy of the experiment result will be physically affected when air is present. Next is record the steam temperature and pressure when the boiler is heated until the steam pressure reach 6.0 bar. Warning: never open the valve when the boiler is heated, as pressure steam can cause severe injury. Then turn off the heater and the steam temperature and pressure will begin to drop. Start to record steam temperature when the boiler is cool until the steam pressure reach atmospheric pressure. Then allow the boiler to cool down to room temperature. Last but not least, record the steam temperature at different pressure reading when the boiler is heated in full. Result of the experiment is, you can see in this table, there are pressure, temperature, gauge and absolute. Temperature increase, decrease, average. Measure set experiment. Calculate set. This is similar. and Sawyer 0.005 watering, and I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ridzuan bin Sutimin. I will be presenting the observation and calculation for marcet boiler experiment. Okay, let's move to the observation. Okay, what we can see from this experiment actually is the relationship between the temperature and the pressure. When the pressure is increased, the temperature will be increased too, and it goes both way. When the pressure is decreased and the temperature will be decreased too. Okay, the common problem when we do this experiment is actually it happened at the pressure relief valve when the student open the valve fully at one time and cause the pressure relief valve explode and the marcet boiler is broken until it fixed. The second problem that we see from this experiment is it take too much time. And let's move to the calculation. In this experiment, we require to calculate and compare the slope of the calculated slope and the measured slope from this experiment. Okay, when we do the calculation, we see that the calculated slope have a bigger slope than the measured slope, and the slope is calculated using the common formula, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus by x1. We calculate the slope. We calculate the calculated slope using the equation 1, which is t multiplied by vf minus vg divided by HFG, which is latent heat vaporization. The VG and VFG we can get from the table A5. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
I will be talking about the conclusion for the marcet boiler experiment. The relationship between temperature and pressure of a saturated steam in equilibrium. From the graph, a curve is formed. This is known as the vapor pressure curve. This shows that the relationship between temperature and pressure of saturated steam in equilibrium is a non-linear relationship. However, as temperature of saturated steam increases, the pressure of saturated steam also increases. This is because as steam is heated up, the fluid molecules expand as heat energy causes matter to expand as molecules move faster and vigorously. The expansion of the fluid molecules in the steam causes the pressure inside the steam to increase as the temperature increases. This proves that even saturated steam will show vapor pressure curve when data are plotted on a graph. Recommendations for the experiment is to increase the time conduct the experiment as the boiler takes a long time to reach the required temperatures for the results. This is to ensure that the data obtained is accurate and precise. If the experiment is rushed, there is not enough time for the boiler to reach a specified temperature, and this will cause the data to be obscured. Secondly, a better boiler can be upgraded with a higher voltage input as it will shorten the heating time as more charge is used. This is to help speed up the experiment. However, this might cause a higher electricity bill and may be more dangerous for students to operate. That's all. Thank you very much.